KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas 2017 Artist Interview.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, apparently the moment that you've all been waiting for, the Killers. So,
Ronnie and Brandon.
We're going to do something a little different. Stryker and I are both going to do this. I want to start with the most obvious thing that I want to talk to you guys about is your beautiful city of Las Vegas that took a hit this year, and nothing like that's ever happened. Where were you when you found out, and how did it affect you guys?
I was at home and in the state of California, and my brother sent me a very weird text message, and I thought he was actually there, and so I got really scared and called him. He wasn't picking up the phone. He was somewhere else at the thing. Anyway, I heard about it from him right as it was sort of happening, and it just a total a mix of like shit, not again, and like total sadness and a little bit of anger.
Brendan, where were you, and how did it affect you?
I mean, you hear about these stories happening all the time on the news, and it's a lot different when it happens in your town, and it affects you. You know, it hits. It just, there's no other words for it other than it hits home, and those, you know, Las Vegans are our people, and it was nice to see people coming together and people responding the way that they did, and it made us, you know, proud, and it was nice to do something and we played the benefit recently show. And that was really great to be a part of that, and it's all you know, it's been positive since then, but it was just it was a terrible situation.
The energy must have been incredible yesterday because you guys were home and you're lifting your beautiful city up, and you're going back tomorrow, right?
We're going tomorrow.
Stryker.
All right, I'm going to change it a little bit here.
Okay.
We've known each other, luckily for me, not for you, but for me, I've known you guys a long time, since the very beginning.
Yes.
And one thing I have never asked, and I go to Vegas all the time, it's like my second home.
Yeah.
But if someone gives me $1,000, should I use it on the Wheel of Fortune slot machine, blackjack, blackjack, craps, or a bunny ranch? Where would you take the $1,000?
Ooh.
Ronnie, I'm going to you first, then Brandon.
He's really thinking about this.
The bunny ranch was a doozy. I wasn't expecting that one. I was expecting maybe roulette or something. Either way, I guess it's roulette.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I feel comfortable saying bunny ranch because my parents don't really watch what I do, and that would make me embarrassed if they saw this.
I usually win big on Wheel of Fortune, so I'm going to say Wheel of Fortune, you guys. I win really big on that machine.
I'm with her on the Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Wheel of Fortune slot.
It's the most. It's fun. You can go. You can make it last. You can make it really spread out.
It's true. And when they go the wheel of, it's just okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I win big, but I'm usually intoxicated, and it's 3 a.m. Let's talk about Wonderful, Wonderful.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful record. This year, Stryker's theme song has been "The Man." So
You're welcome.
No, literally, I picture he
written with him in mind.
He brushes his teeth in the morning to "The Man."
I want to have a bar mitzvah this year, so I can walk out to that song.
He's obsessed.
I want to become walk out and have a theme, the Killers theme.
I'll walk in the studio and he's cranking. He's like, "Alvarez, this is a jam," and I'm like, "You have your moment, buddy. Have your moment."
It was a fun one to write, and it brought that into the studio, which we kind of needed, because it was getting pretty heavy in the studio, and sometimes it can feel like a lot of work. And then when that song came, people were dancing and smiling, and it helped us out too. Yeah.
So what do you mean by heavy? It got heavy just like because you're in the thick of it?
Yeah, just, you know, how do you see? I mean, it was. We love making music and we love making records, but it's a lot of weight that you can sort of put on yourself when you're thinking about the stuff that you've done or what's come before you and what you have to give. And so when that song came around, it just brought some levity.
Ryan Tedder, I saw he co-wrote "Life to Come."
Life to Come.
And number one, I love that song, and I love him. I love what he does in One Republic. I love what he does with other artists. Is it easy for you, Brandon and Ronnie, to welcome someone into the studio and accept what they're offering you and be like, damn, I wish I would have thought of that? What is that like?
When we take this one.
I'll take this one. Yeah, it's different for all of us. That's the answer to that one. It's as I get older, I'm more receptive to other people's ideas, and I used to be pretty hard-headed about it. And I don't know, you kind of want to see what they have to bring and what their talents are, and you got to be receptive to it a little bit. And it worked out on that song.
It's such a good song, man. And also, I have a question. When you in Run for Cover, the Sonny Liston reference, and then the Bob Marley reference. This is just a yes or no question.
Okay.
Do you have to pay Sonny Liston or Bob Marley to use those references?
Yes.
No.
No. You do?
We didn't have to pay Sonny Liston. We had to pay Bob Marley.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I love that song, Run for Cover. It's such one of the best Killer songs.
Keep playing it so I can afford the checks to Bob Marley.
You got it.
All right, so my favorite Killer song that I've heard over 10 million times, I'm not even joking, is Read My Mind. Every time I hear it, every single time, I get goosebumps upon goosebumps. And when I'm in a room that you guys have played it, it changes like the chemistry of the room. It just feels so damn good.
Take your antihistamines. We're going to play it again tonight.
Yes, but wait, I wonder, does that song affect you guys on stage the way that it affects us?
I have a similar experience to what you're talking about.
I want to cry right when you hit like
something
I'm
happens.
Not gonna sing.
Something happens whether we're playing to 500 people or 20,000 people. The room changes, and it's something that I can't explain, and it's amazing to be a part of it every night. Yeah.
So thank you for that, Stryker.
I want to ask a question, and since we have you here, I want to ask. I feel like a song like Runaways is so freaking underrated. I listened to it in 2017, and I'm like, this song will last forever in my library. Do you look back at songs, specifically maybe that one or songs from Battleborn, and think, you know what? This is maybe better than people gave it credit for at the time, and because they're so good. I love that record.
It's grown though. It's people have grown with it, and it wasn't a huge success commercially, but live it's becoming a really big part of the show that we look forward to every night.
Awesome. I love that.
How do the Killers celebrate when the album is done and like BBC named it the Man like Record of the Year and it's having so much success and you're done? It's not heavy anymore. How do you celebrate? I mean, are we beers? Are we Bunny Ranch for you perhaps?
No. Those days are behind me.
Got it. But there were those days.
I don't know. I think we're just I don't know that we ever like maybe we should take the time and celebrate. I think we just want to make more records.
Well, I want to thank you guys. You've been such an important part of this KROQ family.
Yeah, thank you guys for all the support over the years. Nicole and I are the biggest fans. We are totally nerding out, and thank you for the love, and congrats on everything you've done.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Killers!
KROQ.